In this video, let us learn the different ways to iterate the list in Java. There are many ways to iterate list. List can be iterated using its foreach method that will use lambda expression as an argument. We can convert list into a stream by calling list.stream and then iterate using stream.foreach method. List provides methods to convert it into iterator, ListIterator and Spliterator, and then we can iterate them. List can also be iterated using for loop and enhanced for loop. So we will see following ways here in this video. We will use list.foreach, list.iterator, list.listiterator, list.splititerator, stream.foreach, stream.foreach ordered, for loop and enhanced for loop. So let's start by list.foreach method. I have a list of a string. 3 elements are there. Okay. So what we have to do is that call foreach method and then pass the consumer. Okay. And this will return us the elements. Another thing we can do that we can convert it into stream and then call the foreach method. So list can be converted into stream and then we can call the foreach method. For the multiple line, suppose I am calling the foreach using list. So if you want to use the multiple line, what we have to do is that enclose the code within braces and then we can write the multiple lines. Okay, so for each can be used in this way, and we have seen that list can be converted into a stream, and again that we can use the for each. Now we will see using iterator, list iterator, split iterator. So first of all, let's iterate using iterator. I have already created the example. Let's see it. I have a list of cities, and then first of all you have to call iterator method from the list. Okay, and this will return the instance of iterator. Iterator has method has next. This will return boolean value. If there is value, then it will return true and it will go to the next index, and in this way every time it checks whether there is value or not. This is the has next, and if there is value we can get that value using next method. Okay, in this way we can use list.iterator to iterate our list. Now list iterator. What is list iterator? List iterator returns list iterator instance. List iterator is an iterator for list that can traverse the list in either direction, backward and forward, can modify as well as can obtain the iterator's current position in the list. Let us see by the example. I have a list of string. I am getting the instance of list iterator by calling the method list iterator. Okay, now we call has next to iterate forward, and if we want to iterate backward we can call has previous. Okay, look here. First of all, I am iterating using has next. Iterator will reach to the end point, and from that point we can come back checking by checking has previous. Okay, if we call the first time has previous, there will be no index because iterator will be at the 0 index. But here what I am doing, that I am calling has next, and this iteration will complete and iterator will reach to the last index, and then I am iterating again using has previous and getting the value using previous, and here I am getting the value using next. So here I am iterating in either way, backward and forward. Okay, ABC and CBA. Now we will see split iterator. Split iterator returns split iterator. List has a method as split iterator that returns a split iterator instance. Split iterator is used for traversing and partitioning elements of source such as collection and array, etc. Use its try advance method to traverse individually, or use for each remaining to traverse sequentially in bulk. Here I will use try advance. Okay, to traverse individually, let's see. I have already created the example. I have a list of string. First of all, I am getting the instance of split iterator by calling split spliterator method, SPL iterator method, and that is returning the instance of SPL iterator. Okay, and here I am calling the try advance. This will return boolean if it has next value or not. This will print the value and return whether it has next value or not. Okay, let's see. If remaining element exists, performs the given action on it, and returning true will return false. If the SPL iterator is ordered, the action is performed on the next element in encounter order. So first time this will return true. So, and this has given the first value from 0 index, and now this returns flag true. We get the true. We are iterating again, getting the value. This while loop is at first time we get the in the first loop we get the second value, and then it again iterate because flag is true, and then we get the third value, and now it returns false because there is no fourth value. Hence in this way we get all the three value, first value by this line and the next two values by this line. Okay, now let's see how to use for loop. This is the list. We have to here initialize a variable as integer, then by this check the size whether condition is okay or not. Here what we have to do, that start with the index 0 and check whether we will increase here the index, and then check whether this index is less than size or not, and inside it call its get method and by index get its value. So this is initialization and then condition and then increment, and here our statement. Let's see the output. Yes, in this way we can use the for loop. Now one more I have, we can use the enhanced for loop. What we have to do that, this is our list, and if this list contains the string data, then create a string variable, and then inside the for loop use the statement. This is iterating the list, and this approach is enhanced for loop. So in this way we can iterate our list in Java application. Okay, thank you.